Hello, I am Zeos Pantera, and I have a problem. Very, very rarely do Bluetooth headphones get me excited. And that's not like, oh, well, guess what, guys? These are the ones! It's not that. This is going to be a very mechanical review. I don't have any passion towards these. Because they're Master Dynamics. And I know Master Dynamics are sold at Apple iStores. iStores, where the Genius Bar doesn't give you a drink no matter how many times you ask them to. And they're $400. So right off the bat, people watching this review are going, fuck that. Because they're a Bluetooth headphone. I mean, they're a wireable Bluetooth headphone with no noise canceling that you could buy at an Apple store. End of the review. They're pretty good. All right, bye. Just sound demo in the description. I guess we just use it as an excuse to use that wallpaper because she's very properly dressed and these are very properly built headphones. We'll start with that. We'll get back into the groove, the caring groove. Like these excited me. These are the Taltronics SoundSurge 60s? These SoundSurge 60s? Yes. They don't say it. And they're very, like, I could almost argue that they're prettier than the Master Dynamics, but these were $80 and noise canceling, or $90 in noise canceling. And big, cushy pads, and they were low-end monsters, but it was like, that's fine, because I could flip this switch and just have noise canceling whenever I wanted to. And they're cheap. I think at some point, Bluetooth headphones should just be cheap. Not so cheap that they're like $30. We're gonna look at the Taltronics SoundSurge 40s. I think I'm getting these things right. And they're a much cheaper set of those with sound canceling, but they're cheap. So let's go the opposite direction. We have like the Bose 700. We got the Sony 1000s. There's expensive Bluetooth headphones. But when you come out with like something like this, it is not even noise canceling. It's like, well, then why? Then these are just a fashion accessory. Because at least noise canceling headphones, I can argue the fact that, well, I've taken several planes lately, RMAF, I've been out to Oregon and stuff. Planes suck. Unless you're flying one, planes suck. And even if you are flying one, I guarantee you have noise canceling headphones on. Because it's like when I drive my car and I get that perfect spot, like 70 miles an hour, and it's just like, and it's like, I don't want to fucking be here. But in a plane for 5 hours, at least you get to slow down in a car. So the fact that these are Bluetooth but not noise canceling automatically makes me uninterested in reviewing them. I do have to talk about them though, because A, they were sent to me, B, they're expensive and popular, and C, they're really well built. Now in the looks department, it's like a trade-off. I had no idea what Master Dynamic was. You showed me these, I'd be like, I don't know, $100? I mean, that looks like metal, so I mean, $100. But then you start playing with them, and you start experiencing, like, oh, that's all metal. That's metal, and that's like a leather wrapped. It's very nice, feels good, and that's aluminum. And then, ooh, that's sort of nice. Yeah, that's nice. And how does this go up and down? Oh. By the way, that is the most pitiful adjustment system I've ever seen. Like it's a stick, like here, it folds. It does bend. There's a beautiful hinge here. I say beautiful, but it's got like pins to hold it in. It's special tools. And you could extend it, and it makes a very positive click. And then when you go to adjust up and down, it's just down. Or not down. That's the extent of it. So you would best hope that these fit you properly. They also fold flat. Oh, they also fold flat. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't fold flat. So for some reason, now I've complained about headphones doing this. Like I complain when headphones like don't fold that way, but fold flat this way. Like, why not let me fold in both directions? And I reviewed that one set that did both directions, and I'm like, oh, it's so great. So I go to fold these flat because I figured you could store them, and that's the extent of how far they turn in that direction. They turn very little in this direction, and then they turn and then say fuck you. So you can't even like put these in your bag like this. They come with a case and you're supposed to fold them. But a lot of times it's a lot easier for me to put them in like a backpack, not folded up, but like flat, so they're against something. And this is just, like, I could probably make them flat if I twisted real hard. Real hard. I'm not going to do that, obviously. One of the things that Astrodynamic claim is that you buy these for decades of use. And I'm sure some things on this will continue working for at least a decade. This headband will not wear out in a decade, although this foam is relatively weak sauce. If you're talking about daily use, or this thing will last a decade if you use it 1 day a week for 10 years, because then maybe things will extend. But use, when I think about use, I think someone's buying these and only these, and this is 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. Ain't no fucking way, buddy. You ain't getting decades, plural, of use. Now, you can change the pads. They're just magnetic, which is a great thing. And if you're going to sell weirdo, square, oval pads that look like that, they had best come off easy, and you had better offer the replacements for cheap. I actually didn't look up the cost of the replacements, but we're going to assume they're cheap. And you can see behind here, New York, with, there's, let's see, 40.7527 degrees north, 73.9773 degrees west. So there's GPS coordinates. I'm pretty sure this was part of the National Treasure series of movies, but I am not going to look that up and then go there. This other side has the serial number and says Master Dynamic. I don't want to say they're fucks, because they're fucks, but they use a tri-head screw. So not a flathead and not a Phillips with the cross. They use a special security fucking screwdriver that I've never seen to put them together, so because you can't take them apart. And I think that's probably why Apple has them in their stores. They saw that and went, oh, you people are meant for us. It was meant to be. So don't fucking touch our stuff is what they're saying. Don't open it up. Which, when something breaks, and something's probably going to break. If I had to guess what was going to fail, this extension thing feels like the worst component. Like it wiggles, and like I don't mind the hinge. I think the hinge is going to hold up. That feels good. It's positive. But I think that extension, if you need to extend it and collapse it more than once in its lifetime, it's probably going to fail. Luckily for me, I could leave them both depressed. And then just... Actually, did I just notice something? Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's markings. Wow, I didn't notice those before. On the stick, there are markings like on a ruler. The only problem is they don't click to anything there. It's just sort of like it stops. And it stops. And you can probably get it to that. But the odds of it staying there after extended use... No. No. So, good materials. Here's the controls. Let's look at the actual... Here's your charging port. Now, it's USB micro. If it truly was for decades and decades of use, number one, it would be USB-C. Now, I know this came out a while ago. Actually... Decades and decades of use would have to be some sort of universal adapter that's been around already for decades and decades, so it wouldn't be USB at all to charge it. Just pointing that out. 3.5 millimeter. I don't understand these three lines here. If you know what they are, I looked through the manual. I was figuring... Let me finish what's actually on it, and then I'll discuss what I was figuring. So here's your power button. It's like a gun. Oh my god, he said the G word on YouTube. I'm demonetized. There's a red dot for safe. No, actually, the white dot's safe. Red dot should be armed. And then there's a Bluetooth thing, which no gun currently has. And I wonder when that's going to be a thing. So you shut it off with the red dot, you turn it on with the white dot, and then you hold up to do that. And there's two little LED indicators. It's fine. You only need to get to this once. Then on the other side, you've got three buttons. Positive, negative, and a slightly taller center button. But when you're feeling around your ear, it's very hard to tell these apart. If you want to just nail the up or down button, you sort of got to check. Because you're like, all right, I'm touching a button. Is it the middle button? It feels a little higher. Okay, no, that's down. Okay, that's up. And that's it. Like, for $400 nowadays, like, the build is good. They're well built. I don't think it'll last for two decades, but then neither will the fucking Bluetooth standard and the battery that's in it. Those won't last for decades. The battery's going to be shot in this in 5-6 years, especially if you're using it a lot. But then again, it also will allow you to use it with the cord it comes with, without the battery. So you can plug, if I plug that in, it disconnects from the thing. It almost did it. It almost did it. Holy crap. How long did I... Because here's what I'm using. I'm using the Tautronics sender, which is showing me it's using an aptX codec, and we're going with optical in so that we don't have to compress it to analog to digital and then back. So it's... We should probably talk about sound quality. Hey, Cios, don't you talk about sound quality occasionally? Shut the... I'm getting there, all right? Because they're good. They're good. They're real good. They're not great. They're not like, oh my God, drop everything and buy them, but they're certainly better than like the $100 entries. But I'm looking at my Neumanns, and those are $100 more, and those fucking destroy most things. I was wondering what these lines are before, and I still don't know. I had assumed when I first took them out of the packaging that you had the switch here, and that this very large metal contact surface area would be to like adjust volume. Like scroll down like that. Like that is the new thing. That's the Sony had it first, and then Bose copied it on the 700s, but the 700s is sort of lame because I don't like where it is. It's like in a little slot thing here. And this would be so much better because you'd put this on your head, and by the way, the right and left indicators are there, and you would just be able to touch it and go and just finger the whole thing up and down, or double tap here. And I don't think that's what that does. It doesn't, I can't figure out, there's nothing in the manual about what those are. But that would be cool if that did it, and it doesn't do that. Instead, you get the volume buttons here. Now, I'm connected to this control box, or this a Bluetooth sender, and I'm playing Great Gatsby. Well, I'm trying to play Great Gatsby. You can't repeat the past. Gatsby believed in the green light. Boom, no church in the West. So, you put them on your head, if you're using something like this, and not your phone. And you're like, that's a little low, I want to raise the volume. And you start, first I'm dicking with the buttons. Hold on. I can't adjust the volume. Why can't I adjust the volume? Oh, because those buttons only work by adjusting your phone's volume or your device's volume. With that, there's no volume to adjust. It's just sending Bluetooth. This doesn't internally limit itself. Those volume controls are not for the amplifiers in the headphones. Which is a two-edged sword. In one way, it's bad, because I'm hooked up to this, and the only way I control the volume is by controlling foobar. But if you have like a TV that's outputting Bluetooth, and those buttons don't adjust your TV's volume, you're just going to get a constant volume. But the bright side of this whole situation is the amplifier runs at a set value, where it can't be overmodulated or underpowered and you're over-signaling. So in that sense, controlling the actual output of the phone is a benefit. Only if you're using it on a phone. If you're using it on a phone, this is seamless, you don't even notice it. It's just you're lowering your volume on your phone, go doot, 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 and play pause, and you can answer calls with it, etc., etc. I'm going to talk about sound quality for about 1 minute, because that's all it requires. They have decent noise canceling, like ambient noise canceling. Like they're just on, and I could still hear things in the background. They're certainly not an active noise canceling set. So, all right, they're a closed headphone. You put on music, and even though I could raise the volume there, it's a very soft sound, which I approve of. I don't like violently harsh headphones that are designed for portability, getting on a plane, relaxing for 5 hours, trying not to stress out. I do not want shrill highs, and I don't want aggressive sound. I wouldn't want Sendy Ivas on a plane for 5 hours. That would be not what I want. And these pull off the B&O sound signature. I know they're the M&Ds, but they pull off that like velvety sound. Not close. A little bit of soundstage, not like in your ears. They roll off the highs a bit, and I thought it was just the songs I was listening to, and then I started putting on some other stuff, like, nope, they're doing it for everything. And they're a very comfortable headphone to listen to. The bass is solid low one. When your ears get popped on a plane and you're like, oh God, I can't hear anything, these will still make bass. They're a decent sounding headphone. If these were just a closed back, no Bluetooth, no bullshit about, oh, it'll last for 20 years, I'd price these in like the $150, $200 range for just a headphone. Like I can put them against, I would personally put them against my closed back headphones, which are like MH751s, modified M50Xs, things like that. Yeah, they're absolutely slot in there as like a smooth, like the B&O H6. I'll link, by the way, to the B&O H6, because just get B&O H6 and a Bluetooth receiver like the FIO BTR3 or the Radzone ES100, and then buy a small cable, because those take 3.5 millimeter, and just clip it onto the thing, and then you have Bluetooth headphone. The benefit of this being like, oh, I don't have the wire at all. Having one little wire come up is fine for me. I'm that guy, but I'm assuming people will be like, look at that man's headset on the plane. He must be a weirdo. He's got a wire coming out of it. This is for people who, it's a fashion statement more than a headphone. It costs about $100 or more too much. $300? If they sound like $200 headphones and you add the ability to Bluetooth, great. But not $400, not without noise canceling. Because that's why you're buying $400 headphones. It's for active noise canceling. And these are lacking that. And the sound is calm. I can't hate the sound. A little nasal sometimes with some vocal tracks, but that's just the detriment of having a Bluetooth be damned, because in the wire you can hook it right up to my 789. It sounds exactly the same. Which means the limitation is not in the Bluetooth codec, especially with aptX, it's not in the amplification. It's just the headphones designed to sound a little nasal and a little soft. And that's fine. I'm fine with the way it sounds. I'm just fine. It's just fine the way it sounds. It's fine. That's why I'm like starting this video. Like I'm not feeling like I should do. I could talk for 25 fucking minutes, but a headphone I'm not even feeling. You're welcome, internet. I'm taking up so much of Google's bandwidth and storage. They're fine. If you have these and you're watching this video, they're fine. I have nothing negative to say. That they come with this cool, well, here's the case, which you open it up, and I was like, whoa! And then underneath this was the bag and some bookworks. Bookworks. That's what I call paperworks, but they're grinding up my street into pulp. So we'll keep going. It comes with this, which had the cables in it originally. Here's the kind of thing that Master Dynamic is selling you. They're selling you the lifestyle, because obviously you need a leatherette case that holds your cables. And I have, obviously, here's the cable that comes with a little custom 3.5 millimeter adapter that it's got this M&D logo on it, and it's got another M&D logo on it, and it goes inside the M&D with the M&D, and it's a okay fabric cable. I'm sure if you straighten it out, it'll have less jank. It has a little bit of newborn jank. Newborn jank. That's going on a t-shirt. Oh, merch coming. I'm super excited. I'm gonna actually like hire an artist and stuff. Here is the cable, also labeled M&D. And it can live in here if you wanted to. And for some reason, now, because they gave it to you in this, obviously you're not taking this with you. You need another bag, which didn't have anything in it, to put your cables in so you can go places with your cables. So there's that. That's nice. It's nice. It's got the little M&D logo in black on black. Probably I would have gone with different choice there. And then here's your Master Dynamic bag, which is a very thick, like flexible canvas. And when you fold it up, like the only way you could transport them so they don't go fucking flat, you just drop them in there and you zip this bitch. I believe this bag would last 20 years. Easy. If you get these headphones, if you own these headphones, please tell me you've done something with this bag, because it feels like a Vietnam era thing that would have been in someone's rucksack, and it would have been in the jungle, and it would have been all fucked up and still being used today. So bravo on that. I mean, this is a nice soft bag, and this is a decent thing you're never going to use again. Oh wait, certainly not for the cables. You're going to put change or something in, or keep condoms by the side of your bed with that. Just boom, get those round ones. I will link to round condoms. Oh god, am I going to get demonetized with that? Probably not. But yeah, you can put those in here, and like, that's classy. That's some classy shit. It's very classy. Everything here is very classy. She's very classy. She's barely showing any skin. Classy. It's all classy. This is all fucking classy. By the way, I love how they're still hooked up and in the bag and on. So I can play and then listen to it. So yeah, my overall is like they're aight. They sound aight. They don't blow my mind. If these, let me see, what would it take to make me excited about these? $150. This would be I'd be ecstatic. I'd be like, the build quality for $100 is exceptional. The sound quality for $100 is pretty fucking solid. I'd take this over all the other $100 Bluetooth headphones, because none of them quite had the sound quality. These, bass queens, but these are also still noise canceling and $90. So, I mean, once you take noise canceling out of the equation, then you have to judge it as just a headphone, and a headphone with the Bluetooth receiver, and I've got tons of Bluetooth receivers sitting around, are always going to be more optional, because you could take almost any headphone off that wall and make it a Bluetooth headphone with a little fucking Bluetooth receiver. Links to the two Bluetooth receivers I use the most, the FIO BTR3 and the ES100 in the description. Take any one of those, plug your headphone into it. If you like the way it sounds, if it works, if it functions, one of the most fun and interesting projects you could have is to take a headphone that isn't supposed to be a portable headphone and buying the right wire, or even if you can solder your own wires to make little short jumpers, and then place the thing somewhere on your headphone, and you just make like, ha ha ha, I'm running around with Blonde B20 Bluetooth headphones. What other headphones we have? Whatever. Or those, you know what? I wonder if I could turn those Beyerdynamic MW60s into Bluetooth headphones, because I'm going to rip them apart and deal with the wire anyway. And they have a microphone. Oh my god, if I destroyed one of the Bluetooth receivers, and that has a little microphone in it, and I wired it to the microphone in the MW300, then I can make the whole thing a Bluetooth. Oh. See, now I'm excited. Now I'm excited because I'm going to destroy something that's great and make it even greater, and this is just like it's aight. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm done talking about it. Wallpaper, very classy wallpaper. You could crop this, by the way, put it on your phone. A lot of people are like, what am I going to do with the vertical wallpaper? You all have phones, don't you? To quote the guys from what the fuck game did they pro? What do you guys don't have phones? Boom. Was that Doom? That wasn't Doom. That was Wow, you guys are gonna crucify me in the comments for not remembering. I think I blocked that whole event out of my mind, so that's why I didn't remember. Anyway, wallpaper in the description. Every wallpaper I've ever used, $2 on my Patreon. I don't own the art. You can use a website called Sauce Now, SAUCESNAO.com, and you can just drop any one of my wallpapers in there. It should find the artist for you. You want to contact them and be like, I love your stuff. That's nice. $2 gets you that. $5, you get to see these videos early. You get to bid in the yard sale. If you join the $10 tier, you get into a private Telegram chat where if you know that I'm doing these, because I'm sending you pictures every moment of every day, it's like the inside behind the scenes place. You can be like, hey, what do you think of those Master Dynamic? And I will summarize it in like a 20-second voice clip for you, or take pictures or measurements if you want. Like, that's the inside line. Those people are Z Reviews family. The $10 patrons they're escaping from all the other free social medias, the public Telegram, the Discord, there's an IRC. If you're bored of me not responding on the Reddit, because there is a subreddit /RZ Reviews, and I go there every once in a while and I make sure people are behaving and there isn't just a downvote fest and a lot of people begging for help, and a lot of people give it, and I love that. There's still glimmers of hope on Reddit. Not all of it's great, but RZOS is still up, even though everything's outdated, and RZ Reviews is still up. So yeah, that's the end of this. I'm going to pack this back up. Sound demo was done weeks and weeks and weeks ago. So, They do come in pretty colors, though. I will say that. Before I end this, and I go, one more time. You can get, like, there's a camouflage one, so someone's got a sense of humor. That's, like, military camouflage. Blue and silver looks nice. The green and black, fuck that. Black on black, blue on black. That's probably the one I would get if you were getting one of these. Because, I mean, that looks... I love peanut butter leather and the silver. And the black on black is just... like, that's the fashion statement. This is someone who just didn't want to make the statement. Just make the statement, damn it. Or there's the Iron Man red and silver. Actually, red and gold would have been the Iron Man. But that's still... that's loud, but a little bit too loud. I don't know. They're all $400. None of you are buying any of these anyway. And they don't even have, like, 5 stars. It's like 3.5. They're 3.5 star. They're exactly a 3.5 star. Value to performance, the end.